What's up guys, Sicadin here, playing some GW2, some structured PvP on my Guardian. Finally got my hands on this game thanks to my good pal, Crazy Pyro, who decided that it was imperative, that I had to, that I must play this game, to the point that he actually bought me it. So you know what, Crazy Pyro, shouts out to you, thank you, and safe to say that I owe you a couple beers. so, so we gotta get started on that, bro. Anyways, I'm playing a Guardian because it's basically when I looked up for the description, looked up the description of the different professions, is the closest thing I saw to a paladin. And if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I play a paladin in World of Warcraft. That's my main. So I tried to get the closest thing I could in Guild Wars 2. Since take two. Since this is my first go around with the series, I've never really played Guild Wars 1, and with the hype surrounding this game, I was more than accepting of Crazy Pyro's offer to get me this game. But so far, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I also really love. You can see in the bottom left, I'm just ranked 10 in PvP, but I'm relatively still very new to the game. I think I'm only like level 15, I would say. 15 in the regular side, because basically PvE and PvP are separated, while structured PvP and the PvE are separated in the sense that when you come into the structured PvPs, you're automatically level 80 and you automatically have PvP gear. So it basically makes it so that you don't have to wait till you cap at level 80 in PvE side of things in order to be able to jump in on these PvP games. Now, from what I'm told, it does pay off to reach level 80 because then I think you unlock skills and you get your hand on gears that you can carry over, As you can see, there's a plethora of us just ganging up on the red team. Oh, there's no factions in this game, so it's just basically red side versus blue side. It's basically about Bloods versus Crips, you know, gangster mentality. And right now I'm a Crip, or in this case blue, hopping up on this Ranger right here. And anywho, so structured PvP is basically just battlegrounds. Basically, it's the best way to describe it to anybody who plays WoW. There's structured PvPs, which is battlegrounds, and then there's world versus world, which is like ginormous battlegrounds, I guess. That is basically realm versus realm. And I don't really know exactly yet what happens when a realm wins. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why, but I can't say it now since I'm still new to the game, still relatively new, and as I progress and learn stuff, I'll try to relay that information to you guys. Or, you know, you can just Google magic and you don't have to wait for me to tell you. But yeah. I wonder how many times I already say butter right now. I'm basically out of my element. I'm used to commentating WoW where I know what's basically going on. Like right now, what is that? At a elementalist? No, that's a necro. No, that is not. I can't even tell. Sometimes in this game, that's an elementalist. Yes, that I really want dead that I'm chasing. In this game, it's to the point that like, you know, when you're in a game or new to a game, you just don't know what things do. You're just basically just hitting crap and hoping that it dies. That's basically where I'm at right now when it comes to PvP. Since everybody has self heals in this game. There's no like, you know, there's the mentality in most MMOs or in WoW, for example, is I always go after the healer. If there's a group fight, I always go after the healer. In this game, since I'm not too familiar with the classes yet, or the professions rather, and the fact that everybody has a self heal, you're kind of like, well, I'm kind of like just hitting whatever the hell's in front of me. Right there, as I use my Scepter 2 ability to have a little AoE to try to kill all those mesmer ghosts that are over there. That's the one profession that I can say I hate dealing with in this game. Mesmers. The simple fact that they clone themselves and have a bunch of their clones running around, so you're just kind of like searching for a while before you can find which one's the real one. You can imagine that it's very annoying, especially when you waste a cooldown thinking that you found the right one. But right here, I'm basically trying to fight off these guys, trying to defend the point. Right now, we're leading 2-0. We're ahead 2-13 or 2-15 now to 152. So we're in good shape. 10 minutes left. And it's just basically, I'm just right now switching my scepter and just doing AoEs here. and trying to help out the best I can. I try to revive. I believe I go down here actually, if I'm not mistaken. I try to roll out, or I try to heal myself. Actually, I did my tome of courage, I believe, which basically to read the tooltip exactly is a tome. Summon an ancient tome that grants you powerful support spells. And what it basically allows me to do is do some powerful heals and basically support as the tooltip says. Basically my two weapon. Oh, that's another thing about the combat system in this game. You can basically carry two sets of weapon on you at all times, which you can switch to mid-fight. Of course, it will have a cooldown once you switch. I think it's 10 seconds before you can switch back. But basically, each weapon in this game has its abilities tied to it. So you can basically, on top of the traits, like customizing your traits and build. Right here, I decided to go after a ranger's pet since as you saw, there were a bajillion enemies over there. I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna go over there and get jumped. I'm gonna kill this pet. Oh wait, where did they go? Looks like they left. All right, works out for me. So basically, you can set up your traits, and then you can change up what weapons you want to have. So you can basically customize the profession to how you want it to be, to your play style. Whether you want to be more defensive, more supportive, more aggressive, or more supportive. I don't know if I said that. I'm getting lost in the plethora of action going on in front of me. And then my case, my first set is a one-handed sword and a shield. That's basically where I'm usually in whenever I want to do my melee damage. And then when I need to hit something at range, I switch over to my scepter and focus, which also has more. Actually, no, I would say that the shield, my first group, the sword and shield, has good shielding abilities, like as you see right here. Oh, actually, I have that. I'm sorry. Huh. I could have swore that I had the scepter. I'm mistaken. I'm sorry. The scepter. Yeah, it's the scepter and the shield that I got going. And then I have the sword and focus as my main set. So, yeah, that's why I was confused right there. I was talking about I usually switch to my scepter and my shield whenever I need to do any supportive or help out, or in the case that I need to do some range. Even though with my sword 2, with the sword 2 ability, I can just basically teleport. And then I also have my 8 profession ability. I basically teleport and burn. And the trait or the build I'm using, I basically got it off of Noxic.com, their PvP damage build, as you would say. Since I'm still relatively new to the game, I can't say that I can sit there and like tinker with the builds. So I basically just took one of their builds and just tried to decide to get used to the mechanics. As you can see, I've died twice, but I'm chasing the heck out of this. I believe that's an elementalist? No. That was an engineer. The elementalist and the engineer icons look kind of similar to me, so that's why I always get confused. And right here, I'm taking a crap load of damage. And decided to, you know what? I was gonna move away from those AoEs, which I could have also dodged out. In this game, when you dodge, as you see over my health little circle dome thing, there are 2 bars there that are yellow. When you dodge, you use up one of those bars, and what happens is whenever you dodge, you basically avoid or are immune to damage or whatever for a short brief time. So it's a good time. I mean, it's a good way to avoid oncoming damage when you know it's coming. So that's one thing. And but yeah, as far as PvP, it's basically right now all the maps are kind of AB-ish, or for the most part they're 3 points. So they all kind of they're all kind of like Battle of Guinness and WoW. And we win 500 to 0. So yeah, as I get used to the Guild Wars 2, I'm pretty sure videos hopefully will be better. So I'm sorry if I was all over the place. Like I said, this is still out of my element, relatively new. And hopefully I can bring you guys more action as I learn, progress, show you guys stuff. And let me know if you guys want me to post anything specific as far as like my experiences with PvEing and stuff. But other than that, catch you guys later. Have a good one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.